Well, hello everybody. My name is Shaminka, your new host of Senior Year Serve Fresh for the class of 2026. And today I'm here with...
Wow, that's crazy. Sorry. My name is Jose Tiscareno. I am the former host of Senior Year Serve Fresh. I'm the MUHSD Communications Intern, and I am a Smittcamp Family Honors College student at Fresno State.
Jose,
yeah.
What is your major? Let's start with that.
Well, my major is going to be a double major in Communications and Liberal Studies.
So how did you come to that decision? Did you always know, or did you have it click somewhere in junior year, sophomore year, or even your senior year?
I still don't know, honestly. I mean, like, you can always say that you're going to know something, but things are always happening and they're always changing and life is always changing. So I feel like for me to say that I know dead sure that I'm going to be a Communications Liberal Studies major is, it's like, it wouldn't be fair to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't want to limit.
So are you feeling confident as of now in your decision?
I am. I really am. Like, I feel like I can make a huge impact in the field of study that I want to go into.
Yep.
And I feel like communications has so many broad options, and it's a very, like, it has a lot of variety with the major. And so I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with going into college, how are you planning on balancing your freedom and accountability?
Oh, that's a hard one. So, balancing accountability and that responsibility is hard because, most of the time, like, we don't always think about all the responsibilities that we do have. But I feel like my parents and my mom and my dad definitely really helped me with that. Just like making sure that I'm held accountable, making sure that, like, you do your chores and you do, like, you're responsible for your homework and all those things, right? Because even when you're in school, you don't even have to be doing something as simple as your homework or legit just completing a task. As long as you complete a task, you're showing some type of responsibility because that, like, you have to have responsibility to do that.
Yeah.
But definitely my mom and my dad really helped me out.
Since our parents are such a big supporting role with applying to colleges and everything, let's bring your mom out. So today we're joined by Jose's mom. So could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Robin Tiscareno, aka known as Jose's mom.
Well, from a parent's perspective, since Jose is going off to college very soon, what would you say was the easiest moment, or were there hard moments of senior year when you're like, dang, Jose is going to leave soon?
There was a ton of those moments. So actually, the easy part was the foundation that BUHAC laid out for us because they made it really easy. All you had to do is ask questions and follow the pathway, show up to the events, get your extra tickets. So they made it really easy. The hard part would be the wave of roller coaster emotions because you have all those final moments, those last day of school drop off or last event, last prom, every event was special. And so just being in that realistic moment of, man, this is it. This is all we're going to do, and just try to capture there and be present. And so that was the hard part for me, is just realizing that there's going to be a lot of last for that year.
Yeah, I'm definitely reminiscing. Like yesterday we had our last day of volleyball tryouts, our first day.
Yeah.
Our last day? I don't even know. Yeah. Now we're just making our cute little videos and everything. But definitely I'm excited. But what are some adulting skills would you say that seniors need, because it's their last year, they're going off to college, they won't have their parents anymore, so they're going to definitely need to learn how to live on their own?
Definitely. So the real world is real, and it's going to come, and it's going to come in waves of emotion. So for Jose, I know that we worked on transitioning a lot of the things. So the last year of the senior year, we worked on, hey, advocate for yourself, talk to your teachers. Oh, you have a low grade? Well, you need to resolve that with your teacher. And so because I knew that I wasn't going to go to college with him anytime soon, and I wasn't going to go to the work life with him. So communication's key. That was one thing that we worked on, and that was a really important fundamental, followed by learning how to cook and clean for yourself. You're going to be out on your own. You're going to be in a dorm. That's important. You need to be tidy and not sloppy. So did I drive him crazy? Absolutely, yes. But those were the things that I felt that were really important to get him to be prepared for the real world. And then financial stuff, all the financial stuff, opening up a bank account, learning how to save your money, where to budget, don't live beyond your means. It was a lot of lessons that he's going to take a long way with him throughout his adulthood life.
Well, after everything Jose has accomplished, don't you just sit and reflect on how much he's gone through and where he is right now?
Definitely. Absolutely proud mom moments. Like, I sit there and I reflect. I'm like, man, we did it. Like, he's really doing it. And he was my easier child. So he was just like, he didn't like me nagging on him, right? So he's like, I'm going to do everything it avoids to not have that conversation with mom. And we're going to go ahead and he's going to be ahead of the game. So there's definitely a lot of those moments where I sit back and I look at him and I'm like, man, kid, you did it. I'm really proud of you. So it definitely a lot of those moments where you sit back and you look back now and you're like, oh man, okay.
So from your perspective, would you have any advice to give to seniors just to get prepared for anything that you've gone through, Jose, that you would like to share with others?
So there's no do-overs. Your senior year, that's it. That's the finale. That's what you're going to do. So don't regret it later on saying, I wish I could have went to prom when I was your age, or I wish I would have done this when I was in high school. Do it all. Yeah. Do it all, because this is your last moment. Capture the moment. Be present. Don't fall into temptation. Be true to yourself and who you are, and it will take you a long way even after high school.
And with that, do you have any final advice for senior parents who are going through the same thing that you did and are just sad about their kids leaving as well?
Trust in your parenting skills. Definitely trust in your parenting skills, and that you've shown up for them, you're present for them, and know that, leave that open door for them to always fall back on. Let them know that you're always going to be there, and just kind of let go of the reins and let them figure it out a little bit. Teach them how to problem solve, teach them how to maneuver through little high school dramas or whatever it may be, because that's going to teach them how to maneuver through things without you, because you're not going to be there after high school. I mean, you'll be there, but you're not going to be there as present. So it'll kind of have to transition them into being an adult and figuring things out on their own.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I learned a lot from you, and Jose's very lucky to have an amazing mom.
Oh, thank you. You're sweet.
So, Jose, you mentioned that you got into the Honors College. Could you please share what that includes?
Sure, of course. So the Honors College is a great thing that Fresno State offers, and you're a President Scholar. So at Fresno State, it's Smittcamp Family Honors College, and basically it's a really rigorous thing to get into. There's only 50 people that get selected out of a pool of about 500 people, and basically what you get is you get financial support, including a housing stipend, and then you also get tuition support, and then you get a bunch of privileges. So you get dorms set aside for you, okay? And then on top of that, you get extended borrowing privileges, and you also get, what was the other one? You get extended borrowing privileges, and then you also get other extensions. And there's also a Smittcamp office that you can go into during your passing classes, where you have a chunk of time in between classes, and you can just go and study in there. But really, the Honors College is so great because you're in a cohort of 50 people.
Yeah.
And everybody's so inclusive, and I like how once I was recognized as a Smittcamp scholar, I got this recognition of hey, there's this whole community that just supports you, and it's such a great thing. And I think people don't think about it, because it is a separate part of a thing that you have to do. You have to apply for Fresno State, but then you also have to go apply for scholarships through Fresno State, and then also apply to Smittcamp. And I had an experience where I applied 2 days before the deadline, and I was waitlisted. But don't be afraid to get waitlisted, right? Because a waitlisted is not a no, it's a maybe.
Yeah.
And always take a maybe, because people always forget that UC apps don't usually, they don't always come out in time. So, I thought I wasn't going to get in, and then I got the call and I answered it, and I was so excited. It was a Saturday morning. I just woken up and I sounded groggy, but I was they called me and they're like, "Hi, Jose. We want to know if you're still interested." And of course I said yes, because it's a great opportunity. Yeah.
Well, do the class sizes differ from regular class sizes at Fresno State?
It depends. So there are some specialized courses that you have to go through, right? So there's honors courses that only honors kids, Honors 1 Colloquium. It's the whole cohort, I believe. And we go into a class and we go and talk about a bunch of stuff. And there's things that happen. And they're very, they take you step by step. And they're very, they walk you through it all. And it's just a great thing. I really think that I didn't know about it. And I think that it's such a great thing that other people should know about it.
Well, that's some new information to me, but currently we're getting a call, so we'll cut to that. Hi.
Hi, Hi.
My name is Shaminka Ellen, and I'm the host of Senior Year Serve Fresh, a podcast for the class of 2026. We have received your submission for a question, so can you please introduce yourself by saying your name, your school, and your question for us?
Hi, my name is Addison Azari. I currently go to Merced High School, and I am an incoming senior of class of 2026. And my question for you guys is, what does college ready mean to you?
Well, that's a great question, Addison, and I have my friend here, Jose, to answer that for you. So thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, you too.
Okay, so Jose, we just listened to that phone call from Addison. So what does being college ready mean to you?
Honestly, if I'm being super honest, I don't think anybody's ever college ready. Like, we go into this system and we're here for 12 years of our life, right? And we have a schedule and we have it blocked out. And there's like, you go to this class, then you go to this class, then you go to this class, you have lunchtime. Like, everything is planned out for you. But in college, you have freedom. And that's the most dangerous thing that I think you can have, because now you have all of these different things that are going to factor into your college experience, right? Because you choose how you want a college experience. And I think the hardest part with people are going to face is they don't hold your hand, and they're not going to tell you, hey, you got to turn this in. Make sure you turn this in. They're not going to say, hey, I don't want to fail you. No, they're just going to fail you because you're paying for your college experience and you get what you put out into it. And it's that freedom that's so dangerous, because yes, we want it, but then once we get it, we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I agree. Because even in high school, I still have to keep my calendars.
Exactly. I had to too. I mean, so I did ASB in my last years of BUHAC, and my calendar, it was boom, boom, boom. Like, everything was listed out, because if I didn't do that, I'd probably forget.
Yeah, that's why I had a lot of double booking, so I had to be responsible.
Shaminka.
And create my calendar. But now that it's official and you're almost there at the finish line to go to Fresno State, are you interested in any community clubs or student life that you're excited for or looking towards?
I think I'm just excited for the college experience. Like, you know, there's always that like cliche of like, oh, college is the best time of your life. I really think it is. And I think if I make it what I want, I think I'll have a great time. So there's not one specific thing, because I'm just ready for everything.
Yeah. Well, that's good, as you're ready to tackle anything.
Well, I'm not ready to tackle anything.
And that football field.
Oh, I love football. I'm a football person. Mm-hmm. The student sections are great.
You're going to be that diehard Fresno State fan.
I know the Bulldog mascot is Victory. Yeah. Victor and then E. Dot.
Victor. Oh.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Get it? Victor.
Yeah.
That's a knee slapper.
Well, how does it feel to be the last senior on the podcast?
You know, I think it's bittersweet. This podcast was made in a district communications director's office, and it was made on a desk, was our first episode, with a lot of retakes, and we didn't have this set, and we didn't have lights, and like, it's come a long way. And I think it is so meaningful to see everything come to life. Like, this was imagination. This was like just in my imagination. And now we're here where you have like amazing editing, you have a backdrop, you have this desk table. I mean, you have everything that like a podcast is. And I'm glad that I got to share moments with you seniors. I wish you the best of luck in your senior year. And I hope that these podcasts and these episodes, if they were funny or if they were boring, like, I hope they gave you something, because that's the only thing that I wish I had during my senior year was guidance. And I had guidance from peers and my parents and my teachers, but you know, you always need a fresh perspective, and I hope that we gave you a fresh perspective at Senior Year Serve Fresh.
Well, with that being said, what's your last slice of advice?
My last slice of advice would be, seniors, do everything. I have said it 1,000 times. My guests have said it. Do everything, get involved, and be yourself. There's only one senior year, and I think there is one podcast episode that I love so much, and I forget who the guest was, but all I remember them saying, and it was the most memorable thing ever, it was, there is no embarrassment during senior year, because you're not going to see the people in your class after your senior year. Do the things, get involved, and please, please, please just have fun, because it only happens once.
Well, thank you so much, Jose.
Thank you, Shaminka.
Thank you for your service. And we'll miss you very much here.
I will miss it here too.
But that concludes our last episode and season 1 of Senior Year Serve Fresh with our
former host,
Jose, and your new host, Shaminka.
Good luck, Shaminka. And good luck, seniors.
Yeah. And I'll see you for season 2.